Y'all, I forgot the mood music. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? Ugh. Hey, Kaiwan. Hey, Nathan. What up? What up? Hey, Edmund. How are you guys doing? I hope you're all well and have been enjoying your week so far. Been a pretty solid week over here in Canada. Not gonna lie. Here in Canada. Man. Yeah, it's been a good news day today. Actually, I forgot to check one thing. Unrelated to this. I'll still talk to y'all. I just gotta check my email while I'm doing this for a second. And so sorry if I what do you call it? Slack a little bit. Lag. That's the word I'm looking for. Hey, Allison. It will not lag in a few seconds. I just had to do something real quick. So apologize while I lag. But I hope you guys are doing well. It's mostly a hangout vlog again, or hangout stream again. Thought we could talk about what happened to Drew. Because I figured you guys would want to anyway. And obviously we'll talk about it more in detail on Sunday, but what are your thoughts? Because I have some thoughts. Hey Sandy, hey SLJ. Nathan says, the downfall of Drew Kane begins, revealed to be Shiloh, by the way. He ain't Shiloh. He's very much like him since he lives in his house, but he's not Shiloh. But yeah, again, sorry if I'm lagging a little bit. Just bear with me while I quickly check my email. I kind of just turned on my laptop. So everything tends to go slower when I first log in to everything. It's been a little bit hectic after work today. I worked till 6, watched GH. My family and I had a little bit of things to celebrate. Ma got a new job, so we're all very excited. Allison says, it was funny, but if it was real, it would be really bad. Yeah. Yeah, it was entertaining. I knew when everyone was going to Savoy, I was like, well, it's going to happen there. Oh, man. But yeah. Truthfully, I see this going very wrong. I see this going very wrong in the short term. Because even before this all went down, I'll let her know you said congrats. I hope stupid Willow believes what she saw. I mean, here's the thing. So, when this plan was going down, or before it went down, I was like, I think that everyone will be suspicious that Drew got this drunk. Because why? Why would he? No one, he doesn't, he's rarely seen drinking, you know what I mean? He's rarely seen drunk. You know, he went through all the trouble to get with Willow. You know what I mean? I don't see people. I mean, people aren't really buying that that he would just do this. Like, people are suspicious already. Even Curtis is like, I didn't foresee Drew not being loyal to Willow after all that he's done to get with her. And that was my thought. I was like, no one's gonna believe this. Like, I mean, they do. Like, they're like, well, sleazy Drew is sleazy, but like, cheating on Willow was like not super believable. And even Willow, like, while she like is shocked and like obviously is angered at what she's seen at the house, like, even she's like, there might be an explanation for this. Or it's just who he is all along. Like, the wheels are turning in her head. And I don't know. Drew has enough money that if he figures out that, that he was drugged, then, like, he has the money to track her down. Like, there's video footage of what she looks like. I mean, he might go to that other Congress guy and ask or ask someone if anyone knows who the girl is and try to track her down, and then uses resources to like track her down and find her himself and demand who sent her to do this. Never seen slipping a Mickey would make you do belly shots at a bar. Yeah, I mean, it was ketamine that he drugged her with, right? Or sorry, that she drugged him with, right? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about ketamine, but like, is it a sexual drug? Like, I don't know. The only thing I've heard about like ketamine is that if you take a little bit too much, you can end up in a K-hole where you're basically tripping balls. And I've seen someone tripping balls in a K-hole, to be fair. Well, I think they can find it in your bloodstream, so I think they might try to defuse bloodstream and they might get off. I mean, I don't know if Drew's going to go to the hospital and be convinced that he's drugged, What I can see happening on Drew's end, like I see him thinking Tracy had something to do with it. That's what I think. Because she's the only suspect. Like, she lured him to whatever restaurant they were in. Yes, he ordered the drink himself, but she could have paid off like the waiter to put something in his drink, right? So I feel like she could easily, easily get blamed for it. Something tells me Jacinda may get killed off, and that would make Drew a suspect. Who would kill her, though? Like, who would actually kill her? That's my question. Like, I don't see Drew killing her. You know what I mean? He's a bad man, but he's not stupid. Sorry, I'm still checking my email. This is how long it's taking my internet to go up and running. Okay. Okay, now I'm undistracted. Okay. Sorry, guys. Ezra? But like, is he a murderer? Like, is he a murderer? I don't know. I don't know. And would he go that far? Like, would he just murder like an escort that he had? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just gonna scroll up and see if I missed anything. They could just change lab results. Yeah, like Portia does have Drew under his thumb. Or not Drew, has Brad under her thumb. But, I mean, he could just go to a different lab, you know? Rick did. That's why Portia's in this mess in the first place. He just said, I wouldn't be able to move that much if it was me. I wouldn't be doing all that movement. Yeah, like the one time that I, what do you call it? The one time that I seen the guy that was in the K-hole, like, he was not budging from being on the floor. So Drew Kane is a good man. No, he's just, in this case, he's an innocent man, but he's still a shitty guy. He's still a shit man, you know? And I don't know. Like, I don't... And like I said, I don't know a whole lot about ketamine, but I can't see something working that fast and him just being like, I'm suddenly interested in you too. Like, what? Like, that was in what? 2 minutes? In the time that he finished the drink, he was already, like, enamored by her and, like, dragging her to the Savoy. Yeah, I feel that way too, Allison. I think, yeah, by the time Drew figures out that he was drugged, it will be too late for a drug test. He remembers taking a drink and thinking that, I'm assuming he's going to remember taking a drink and thinking it was really strong, because he made a point in saying that yesterday. Hopefully Jacinda makes it to Australia. I think she will, but I don't think we've seen the last of her, for sure. Well, it's used for anesthesia. Yeah, I didn't like... Oh, I was thinking, didn't Elizabeth give Nicholas that after Emily died? Or that was like ketamine? Was that ketamine? Or that was horse tranquilizer? Is that the same thing? Obviously, I'm not a medical expert here. Yeah, that was stupid. Drinks and pills don't work that well. Exactly. Don't work that fast. Yeah, I'm like, listen, it's going to take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. Anesthesia can work fast. But, like, wouldn't that knock him out completely? The dude was out there, like, the dude was out there. He managed to somehow, I'm assuming he drove, or maybe he has a driver, I don't know. But he got to the Savoy, and then, like, partied at the Savoy for a little while. And then presumably, you know, they went back to Drew's place. Not that I think that they slept together. They obviously didn't. She didn't want to, and they didn't ask her to. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see that actually happening. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking, Allison. Like, they'd have to shoot it into you, not drink it casually. Has his own private car. Like, that's possible. But, like, also, like, he still, like, went from one place to the other, partied, did shots, presumably stayed there a lot longer, and then eventually went home. Well, you do have Portia doing the drugs. She is a doctor. She can tweak it, I suppose. Ecstasy. But even ecstasy don't do that. Okay? As someone who partied hard in his early 20s, I can say that I never, in the time that I experimented with it, did it do that to me. It certainly made me happy and, like, dancey and lovey, but not sexually lovey. Maybe it does to some people, but that wasn't my experience with it. I wasn't, like, doing shots off a person, like, happy. Edible takes like an hour to really kick in. Yeah. Yep. I find most things do, you know? It's like it takes at least a half an hour to an hour to feel the effects of anything. Any party drug. But, you know. But again, what do I know? What do I know? It's also used to treat people with drug addictions. Think Matthew Perry. It all depends on the dosage used as to whether the patient will become unconscious. I mean, yeah, we'll have to make some assumptions on our own, I suppose. Like, to me, it looked like Brad handed her a vial of what she needed, untweaked, and Portia just passed it over to Jacinda. So, I don't know. I don't know. But who's to say? Who's to say? I mean, the only thing, we know for sure is whatever in this story, this drug made him horny and really act like a jock in college. So, that's the story. That's what happened. Willow walked in the next morning. She planned it that way, Jacinda, to, be wearing his shirt and to walk out the door and be a little bit sassy to her. And she was angered and heartbroken, and she ran right to Nina. And I don't know, Nina, where's Kai's parents? I don't know. Where are Kai's parents? Do they even live in Port Charles? They're like, just do what you want, Kai. Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I see this going horribly wrong because everyone's already somewhat like confused. They're like, yeah, Drew's an asshole and a dick, but like, this is out of character for him. This right here, we don't see him drink. We don't see him get drunk. All of a sudden, he's just super wasted and like playing with an escort. Not that they know that she's an escort for sure. She could have just been some girl he picked up at a bar. But I don't know. Kai said his parents were out of the country. Oh, okay, I missed that. Oh, jeez, Allison. See, that is probably why I didn't enjoy soaps like that. Not for that scene in particular, because that's wild. But like, certain cringy stories are just like, why? But yeah. I wish that Nina did a little more than just like coddle Willow. I mean, we could see it. I wanted Nina to be like convincing and just like track Drew down herself and slap him and be like, how dare you do that to my daughter? Like, make it believable, the fact that like she's just at her house and yeah, she comforts Willow and points out that everyone has seen it. But I guess, Drew's at the door now, so we'll see how she reacts once he is inside the place. But she needs to start buying the story. I wonder what Carly's gonna think of this when she gets back to Port Charles. And like, hopefully she checks in with Nina and she's like, I did that. Because this is something that this would be out of Carly's playbook in the 90s. And I feel like she did something very similar to AJ as well. Back then. Like, she drugged him and made him look like an alcoholic again. And I think it actually made him relapse anyway. Allison, you said, I know it's stupid. Angel says, I can't take another able-bodied person complaining that they are paralyzed and becoming unparalyzed. Yeah, and we're definitely about to see that. I will say that it felt like Portia hated saying all those words. I would honestly just have been honest when the camera guy asked, You know, I'd be like, you know what? This is a risky surgery. We gave him all the information he needed, and he made the decision to do it anyway. So, like, that's what I would be saying in the interview if I was Portia. But she was just like trying to like, oh, he's a great doctor, and if this surgery is a success, which not all surgeries can be, every surgery has a risk, this could be really great for his career. Like all that, I don't know. Oh, I don't watch it on Hulu, Kaiwan. I just watch it on TV. My TV records it and I hit play. I think Kai's gonna be fine. I don't know. He just seemed too happy the day before when he was just like, you know, being like, oh, there's so much hope for the future. This is great. Like, I see something going horribly wrong with the surgery. If he dies, that would be awful. I don't think he will, but I'm just saying. All that whining. We just got over Curtis complaining. That's true. Yeah, she should have been honest. But yeah, it was the last two episodes have been pretty entertaining, obviously. I think I don't know what to expect. I just don't see this working out for Nina and Portia. I think he's gonna figure it out that it was them, if not one of them, and go from there. So we'll see. We'll have to see how things play out, but I don't know. I don't see this working in their favor. I don't even know if Carly would be impressed. But, I mean, it broke them up, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I think Drew will whisper sweet nothings in Willow's ear because she's stupid and she'll, like, buy it. Although, like, in this case, he would be telling the truth. He's like, I don't remember this. I don't remember meeting her. Like, he can just think he was drugged. Whether, you know, I think everyone's gonna have to work in overtime to, like, make sure Willow doesn't think that way. But I don't know. Nina's not the smartest bulb on the planet. And like, her plans never usually work out. You know? They usually backfire on her. It was nice seeing Willow crying. Yeah. Yep. I do want people to say, I told you so to her. Like, we warned you. We told you he's not the man that you think he is. And you just covered your ears and went la la la. But, yeah. No, she's not. Angel says if he dies, he will be another Rory. I'd say he's already surpassed Rory's status, you know? Rory, you could tell that it was just like a passing thing that was inevitably going to flop so that she could run to Spencer. So, and that's what happened. Ridiculous, that's ridiculous. You guys were never friends with Willow. She's a fictional character. None of us are friends with Willow. Unless you're talking about the other characters. Like Sasha, Carly. They were friends once upon a time. I mean, Carly is loyal to her son first, and that's just like how any mother would do. But, you know, in Carly's defense, the girl cheated on him with his uncle. She has the right to be annoyed. Kaiwan, very few people thought that Spencer was a horrible character. I mean, was he great for Trina? No, but they had great chemistry. They were popular enough to be given a whole big story for the 60th anniversary. So, you know, contrary to your opinions, a lot of opinions was that Spencer was a great character. And he was a fantastic actor too. That was probably the most helpful thing. But, you know, like, to that end, he was kind of dancing circles around most of the actors he worked with. So, and that's why he's in primetime now, and in movies. But we got to see him first, so I'm pretty proud of the guy. This would be the perfect time for Nina to tell Willow that she slept with Drew. Yeah, but she won't. She won't. She's afraid to admit it. Because then Willow would hate her too. And then she'd be isolated and alone. With not even Drew to coddle her. She'd just be alone. She'd probably leave poor Charles. Yeah, they were on the Times Square billboard. Exactly. You know? That was the most, like, popular couple GH has had in a minute, you know? To the point where they were getting billboards made. People were flying planes in the sky. Like, it was a whole thing. Swear to God, that actor, I'll bet you they'll be sleeping together again behind Trina's back. Who? What? What are you saying? Angel says Willow has been annoying since she broke up with Chase and cheated with Michael. I agree. The only time I liked Willow was when she was with Chase. And I feel like Michael just poisons characters. You know what I mean? Like, every character that is enjoyable gets unenjoyable when they end up in his orbit. That's why I'm so mad Sasha's back there. I really liked Sasha, especially after she left Michael. She became far more interesting. That I agree with. I never really liked the Willow, but what year would you cheat on? What do you mean, what year? You was definitely an asshole? Who was? I'm confused what you're saying. In any case, like, oh, Angel, you said I only think people cared because they were a young interracial couple, with Trina being black and Nicholas Chavez being hot and white passing. I don't think people cared. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really think of them as like this. I don't know. The race wasn't in my mind for them. I think it was just like kind of the story. It was almost like there was just a lot of like sort of reminiscence of like super couples of the yesteryear. And I'm not saying that they compare to super couples of yesteryear, but like they just had sort of the same story beats as certain couples, and people were really rooting for them. Y'all see Diego on State of Mind? I didn't watch. I seen a little post on Instagram about it, but I didn't watch it. Katrina. Oh, Trina and Spencer. The writing was crap for them if you think about it. I don't know. Like, I enjoyed certain aspects of it. Like, I think the I don't know. The stupid thing was involving, what's her, oh my god, I'm already forgetting her name. You know, Ryan Chamberlain's daughter. Why can't I think of her name, y'all? If y'all remember, let me know. But yeah, like, they kind of had to, like, I feel like she was unnecessary in this story. I mean, like, for all the things they made that girl do, and to be, like, jealous and full of rage and, like, kind of crazy, like, they didn't need all that. She could have just been, like, this petty rich girlfriend that could have just been ushered off. Esme, thank you, Edmund. Yeah, Ryan Chamberlain's daughter, Esme, the one that, like, filmed Jocelyn and Cam having sex, and, like, stalked Trina. The reason why Heather went after all of Trina's people. The actor is Sicilian. Diego Alcazar. I like that. I like that the actresses that play Trina and Esme are like pretty close in real life because they're neighbors. So like knowing that fact behind the scenes, I did enjoy watching them like kind of go at each other. She was away. It's just like her plot baby. Yeah, where's that baby now? Up in the room and we never see him. Living with Laura. And supposedly Kevin. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the actress that plays Esme was really good. Like I think she's a fantastic actress. But yeah, I don't know. It just felt so like unnecessary. It felt so unnecessary. And now, you know, they're both somewhere. They're not. Neither of them are dead, but I don't see any of them coming back anytime soon. I don't know. Like recasting Spencer would be a hard sell. Would be a hard sell. That's a hard one because they knew they had lightning in a bottle with him. Jason tried to kill his own cousin. Did he? Jason wasn't Jason not around for Esme? Like Jason was MIA this whole time, from like 2020 to 2022. Basically the entire time that they had that story. Ace, Charlotte, and Leo are locked in the attic. Well, I'm okay with Charlotte and Leo being locked in an attic. I mean, Leo, okay, I would like to see Leo, to be fair. It's been a bit too long. The actor's probably already like a teenager at this point. Voice probably deepened. But yeah, we just never see Leo. Yeah, Jason wasn't there the entire time. Jason came back after Spencer and Esme were already dead. Dead. Unless you're referring to like Jason almost killing Heather. But like survival mode, yo. Heather tried to kill plenty of people too. Or Kaiwan, he's autistic. Which is his story. Yeah, Jason came back in 2024, yeah. Yeah, Jason came back in literally well, not 2020, was it 2024? Jason came back in I feel like end of 2023, no? Because I think Jason and Sam kissed on, or no, I'm thinking two different times. No, Jason came back like towards the end of, oh yeah, okay, early, yeah. Well, no, he died in 2020. Well, died, vanished, whatever. And he came back in 2023. Yeah, no, he was not around. Cause like Bobby was already dead when Jason came back. Epiphany, you know, Luke. Yeah, no, Spencer and Esme were already dead before Jason came back. Because I feel like Spencer and Esme, like, they got out of the GH bubble as soon as, or like just before all the writers went batshit crazy and started making everyone out of character. Then it became a mess. March of 2024. Okay, that's believable, honestly. Yeah, so Spencer and Esme were already definitely gone. But yeah. I mean, I don't have much else to say here, guys. I really just came here to talk about Drew and the situation there. And you know, bottom line, like just to summarize, I think it won't end well for Nina and Portia. I think they're gonna get figured out because it felt like they didn't do enough to like cover their tracks. Yeah, I think he's really been back just over a year. That makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. Do you think this is finally Portia and villain era? No, I think she's in survival mode. This prick has been blackmailing her just to try to get, you know, into, I don't know, get to manipulate Curtis. So she's in survival mode. You know, Drew's trying to screw her over. He's going to screw her right back. Or like, Drew's trying to screw her over. She's just screwing him back. You know? Like, she's doing what she's got to do to survive. She's not a villain. The fact that I talked about Laura's storyline. Yeah, I mean, it was a nice scene. Laura kind of talking about her origin story. Or Jeannie Francis's origin story, really. Yeah, I don't know. It made me miss Leslie. I kind of forgot that was her story, and like, I don't know. I just haven't really thought about it too much because I'm like, well, yeah, like Laura's father was Cyrus's father, and she was living with the Vinings. Like I remember, you know, Amy Vining and the fact that Laura and Amy, they seen each other as sisters because of the adoption, and it's just something that I haven't really thought about for like a long, long time. Yeah, I'll wrap things up in a minute here. We got a date for the Nurses Ball, May 20th. So that's like Tuesday. A Tuesday in a couple weeks. I don't know too much about Laura's history. Yeah, that was really her story. Used to be on YouTube. Yeah, there's so much like... Didn't she kill her stepfather? Well, originally, yes. But then it was learned that that Scott actually killed her stepfather. And Laura ended up going down for it and having a breakdown over the fact that she thought that she killed him. But she did not kill him, according to a rewrite. And I don't know if I I don't know if I mind the rewrite or if I don't like it. It just was what it was. I think that they were trying to sort of rectify something that Laura did in honor of like, what was it, the 25th anniversary of their wedding that they were kind of celebrating when they brought her back the first time. They made her stepfather an evil guy. Yeah, like Rick Reber was trashed for that storyline, which was unfortunate. Sandy, you said I miss Scott. I'm neither here nor there with him. Like, I love all the veteran actors, but like, I don't know. Like, what purpose would he serve at this point? You know, like, he's got no kids left on the show. No one really, you know, they can only do Scott and Lucy so many times before it gets old. And there's not really anyone else for him. You know? Ava friend-zoned him a long time ago. Now she's dating a lawyer that's more suited to her. So I don't know. He just doesn't serve much purpose, in my opinion. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just have Geo be Brooklyn and Dante's. Let's not make this convoluted story any more convoluted than it needs to be when it comes to Geo. And it says, I could care less about Scott, rather look at Rick. Yeah, I'm glad we have Rick back. But yeah, it is what it is. Alright, y'all. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I don't really have much more to say. As fun as it is hanging out, I think we will pick things up on Sunday for the recap. But also, don't forget, me and Albert are also live streaming earlier on that Sunday as well. I don't exactly know when. We're going to talk that over on Saturday. And then let you guys know. But yeah, 2 streams for both of us. Isn't Scott a stepbrother? I don't know. But yeah, I like Rick too. I mean, 8:30 Mountain Time is my live stream on Sunday, but I just don't know when me and Albert are yet, because we have to talk things over. Because he's got to see when he works that day, and the schedule is out the day before. So we'll keep you posted. Rick is the only return done right. Yeah. I mean, he was lucky. He kind of got in at the tail end of like the writer mess of like things being all over the place. Jason got wrecked. You're joining him? Yeah, I'm joining Albert's stream first. So streaming on his channel, and then I'll be doing my usual Sunday stuff as well. But yeah, we'll let you know Saturday for sure. As soon as he messages me on Saturday, I'll make a post. And I'm sure he will too. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out, guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to. And I will see you twice on Sunday. On Albert's channel and my own.